Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Unfolding Life podcast, where we discuss life and all its possibilities and responsibilities. Today's topic is partner shaming. It's a current TikTok trend that has some eyebrows raised and others wondering if they should even bother with relationships. Now, I'm your host, Gail.
And I'm your co-host, Shaquille.
All right. Welcome to the podcast. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, I came across partner shaming first from a TikToker that I follow. It's basically her reacting to people shaming their partners.
Why? Like, what exactly is partner shaming?
Right, let's get into that. All right, so I took the liberty of defining it, based on what I'm seeing. And it's a phenomenon where a partner, it's usually the female counterpart, exposes their significant other's shortcomings on the internet. It's meant to shame them into changing and becoming better partners, or it could be when they get to the point where they're just done and they're fed up with the quote-unquote negative behavior, right?
Okay.
So, what it looks like on TikTok is usually wives making videos of the messes that their husbands left behind, that they ask them to clean up. Even something as gross as underwear, like they make videos of their husband's underwear on the ground.
Yeah.
Trash that wasn't taken out, dishes that weren't washed when they asked them to, they're just not helping them. That's the, let's say, PG version of that.
Okay.
All right. So now knowing what it is, or having an idea of what it is, what do you think?
I feel like that is a stupid concept.
Mm-hmm.
To have your business or putting your significant other business out there like that. I feel like there are other ways that one can, get their partner to change. And, just from a man's perspective, personally, I'm not a messy person, but men are naturally, I guess I would say, forgetful, or we're not as organized as females are. Mm-hmm. So, we will never be as organized and put things the same place as women. A lot of men. There are exceptions to some men who do that, but just speaking, of my experience, that's not something that we would do. So, I'm 100% sure that has been something that those wives have experienced from the beginning, possibly. So I don't see the reason why I take that to the internet. I don't know what's that going to fix, or if it's going to fix anything. If anything, it's just going to make the situation a lot worse. I know for me, it would make the situation a lot worse if somebody put my personal situation or whatever it is on the internet. That would, push the situation out of control. So that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. If somebody put my business on the internet like that, I would feel bad. I mean, there are so many other ways that you can try, and if none of those other ways are successful, then maybe you all shouldn't be together.
I mean, if that is such a pet peeve of yours to where it bothers you that much to where you need to put it on the internet. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if a lot of these persons, I think the concept of partner shaming is that it's a last resort, I guess. A lot of people, I guess, do it as a last resort, or they've spoken to their significant other and nothing has changed and blah, blah, blah. But I just don't see how putting it on the internet would make it better or make them. Because if it was for me, I would not see it on the internet. I'm like, oh, my wife put my business out there. Let me go change. Yay. No, that would not happen. So I don't see how that would fix anything.
All right. Okay, so that being said, do you think that there is any scenario where that is okay? So we know that you don't think it could be helpful in any case. Right? You're not gonna change based on being shamed on the internet. Is there a scenario though where you think it is okay? Any extreme?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. I feel like, well, to each his own. Anybody in a relationship can do whatever they feel like they want to do. My opinion, I feel like you should keep your internal affairs unless it is something that needs to be publicized or for your own safety or whatever it is. I feel like everything else should be kept internally, kept it within the confines of your house. I think things that happen inside your house, whether it is an argument that is not detrimental or whatever it is, or something of that sort, should be kept between both of you and try to find alternatives or try to find help in other ways. Maybe speaking to a counselor, speaking to somebody who can help him to be more organized. Mm-hmm. But putting that out into the world, that is not it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I agree that in the vast majority of cases, it's never a good thing. There's one case that I've seen where I'm thinking, okay, this could actually help her out in, say, a custody court situation. There's another TikToker that I follow. She was in a...
In what way would that have helped?
Right, I'm getting to that. I'm going to explain the exact specific situation. All right, so she was somewhat dependent on her husband for finances and so on. So what she was doing was she was documenting how the environment was. It was kind of hostile with her in-laws and her husband being controlling and all of that. I don't know if this would fall under partner shaming, but she did do some things that partner shamers do. So she likes to keep the place clean. They have a very young child. When I say very young, like toddler age. She likes to keep the place clean because she wants her child to have a clean environment. She herself likes a clean environment. But the husband was not helpful at all. They both worked. So she wasn't a stay-at-home mom. She goes to school. But he's not helpful at all, and he demands so much of her. Now, at the same time, he shames her, not on the internet, but to her face, saying that she's so messy, she can't even keep the house well. She's a terrible mother and wife, and her mother-in-law echoes those sentiments. So she started, to, I guess as an outlet, she started to post to TikTok, and then she started to post those things as a record to say, okay, this is what's happening.
Okay.
Right? And until she slowly saved and was finally able to move away with her child. Right? And they're still pestering her. The mother-in-law was demanding that she let her stay with her because the house is messy. And even though she and her son are no longer together, she's finally gotten away. She's demanding that she cleans the house. Her son's house.
So she's demanding that she comes to the son's house to clean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
It does not. So this is one very specific situation where I've seen partner shaming tactics used. And I say partner shaming because she was with him when she was putting that out there. But I think it was a good way to do that. Just to say, okay, in case of a custody battle, he is more financially stable than she is. He has properties and all of that. So he could easily pay excellent lawyers to say, she's unstable, she can't afford this, she can't do this. But if she has it to say, okay, he's not present to say, an active, even though he's physically present in the child's life and lived at the house when they were together, he is not necessarily the most active father. That's one. Two, he does not have good hygienic practices. It's not just that he's messy, the place is dirty, nasty. Like unwashed dishes for weeks in the sink. Unwashed clothes for weeks in the laundry room. Things like that.
So it said